What's up, this is Brandon Smitley from BrandonSmith.com, bringing a training log video with commentary week 9, day 4 of meet prep for APF Equip Nationals. Training from Thursday. We've only got one more real week of training, deload week, and then the meet. This day railed with some speed bench press, some speed floor press, straight weight with 225, a little bit heavier than I normally would go. Also with the floor press and straight weight, definitely not kind of like me, but the beats getting closer, getting a little more specific as I got to take my opener, and then we'll probably hit some speed work and some bands or chains next week, as we'll probably be working up after that, and this was just what I had on the menu and it felt like it made sense. So we will find out on meet day because it is a little bit of an experiment, but I did like that I was able to have a little bit of heavier weight in my hands. Wide grip bench went with 265 and got that for a set of 9. I was decently happy with this. I was shooting for 10. I fell a little bit short. I think I usually warm up with flat-soled feet. A flat foot position. And I think that whenever I tuck with the wide grip, I actually end up hurting my stability, and it just doesn't feel as smooth. I can't really change anything now. The whole training cycle is actually over with this movement, so that's just something in hindsight, I guess. I will say that now that the whole training cycle is over, I'm not sure how I feel about the whole wide grip experiment that I did. I did see improvement with my wide grip. There was no denying that. I basically hit a rep PR almost every week. Even this week was technically a rep PR. I didn't have anything for a set of 9, and my next best closest to that was 260 for 10. So it's a little not as good as a performance, but it's still technically a PR for that weight and that rep range. So I'm not sure. I don't feel any drastic improvements over the course of the training cycle. I know that it's only 9 weeks, and I can't expect to make drastic progress, but I just don't feel like I feel any kind of extra pop. I don't feel like my shoulders feel any more stable. I don't feel any tighter on the chest. So it was just an experiment, and I don't think the wide gripping is something that actually helps me. I think I've got strong enough shoulders, strong enough pecs to do the work to hit a big bench. I think I just need more triceps and more lats as a smaller lifter. And I'm also someone that lifts incredibly fast, and with that being said, that comes down to a lot of lat and tricep engagement immediately off the chest to be able to make that happen. So it's just an experiment. This meet, while it is important, it's not nearly as important as XPC Finals was, where I put all my marbles in. So if I hit a big bench press or hit a PR, that's still great. It's still improvement. I just don't know how much the wide grip is going to remain in my programs moving further. As a overall weekly recap, which I'm going to do on these videos, considering this is more just an accessory day and it's kind of boring, even though you have to listen to me talk rather than watch me lift weights, which is pretty boring himself anyways. But I thought the training week went pretty well. There wasn't really anything crazy squat wise that went on. I just took my last warm up. Bench press, I hit 330 and then 350 to one board. The heaviest weight that I've handled in a while, I think. Maybe since last year when I was in the shirt. But I do feel that my bench press still feels good. It just doesn't feel as good as it has. And I think, if I'm really just hoping to get around tying of a PR on bench press, because if everything goes as well as I hope, the game plan that I have set will allow me to achieve a very small meet total PR, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters. And then everything else is just extra icing on the cake. So I don't need a bench press PR to get my goals for this meet. However, I'm always going for PRs, so that third attempt I'm going to have to make a smart call, probably more than likely, of where I'm going to jump to. No heavy deadlifting this week, so deadlift feels fine, as it should. Openers are next weekend, so basically 2 weeks out. I'm planning to take my opener on squat and deadlift in the same day. Hit a couple accessory movements based upon feel, and then some ab work, and I'm done. Opener on my bench, and then probably take my second attempt to a board or so, maybe a 2 board. I can't remember what I've got written in there, but it's usually to a board or a 2 board. And then some, basic tricep and delt work, and kind of cut, chase, and get out of there. And then speed work wise for the week next week will basically just pretty much be a little bit of band work, competition based movements, pretty standard stuff. So that's all I've got. Thanks for checking in, and if you got any questions, leave them below, and you can keep up with all my stuff over on elitefts.com.